Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Tori. Welcome back. If you watched my other video, the link will be in the description down below. I did a Q&A video so that y'all can kind of get to know me, kind of get to know my story. I got pregnant when I was 17 and had my daughter when I was 18, and that was my first baby. And I'm just kind of here to like tell my story and maybe help other girls that are in this situation, and just kind of share my experience. In no way am I like advocating for teenage pregnancy. It's definitely very challenging, but it happens, and I'm just kind of here to share my story, share my experiences, and hopefully that can help someone. Maybe they're feeling alone, maybe they're feeling like they're like they don't have any help or support. So I'm just here to tell my story. So today I'm going to be doing a story time about how I found out that I was pregnant, and how I told my parents, and how I told my siblings, and how they all reacted. So yeah, let's get right into it. So to give a little backstory on kind of a timeline, I graduated high school May of 2018 at the age of 17 because of how my birthday falls, and I started my period that day, like the day that I graduated, which was May 20th. I had my period that day, which was great. That was the last period that I had before I found out I was pregnant. So that happened in May 20th, and I was very, very regular. I got on the 20th of every single month, and I didn't have to question anything. It was the 20th. So the next month in June, I didn't get my period, and I was like, like that's kind of weird. I didn't get it on the 20th, and I was like, okay, like I'll just wait a little bit. It'll probably come a little later. And then I just kept waiting and waiting, and it didn't come, and I was like, I should probably take a pregnancy test. And I hadn't been having any symptoms. I didn't have any like nausea or aversions or anything. So I thought it was about time to like take a pregnancy test. Like maybe I was pregnant, maybe not. So on July 3rd, I had told my friend Emily that, you know, maybe I was pregnant, maybe not. This is what was going on. I still hadn't had my period, and she said, oh yeah, we can definitely go get a test, whatever. And I asked her if my boyfriend at the time could go, and she said, oh yeah, like that's fine. So we went and got him and went to Walmart. So we went to Walmart. We went down to the pregnancy test section, bought the test, and just went to the bathroom in Walmart. And I wasn't expecting to receive any huge news that day. It was just a formality. I was like, I'm not pregnant, it's fine. So we go into the bathroom, and I take the test, and it is like automatically positive, and I was in shock. In my last video, I kind of explained my reaction. I didn't really know what to say, but I was kind of excited because I've always wanted to be a mom. So I took a picture of the test from the bathroom and texted it outside to my boyfriend, and me and my friend walked out, and he was like, he had nothing to say. He was really in shock. So we walked out of Walmart, and he still had nothing to say. We got in the car, and me and my friend were like, I should probably be taking some prenatals just for like vitamins for the baby and stuff like that. So me and my friend went back inside and asked him if he wanted to go back in, and he was like, no, I'm good. And so he just sat in the car just thinking about his life decisions, I guess. And we went back inside, got some prenatals, and I remember I was like so excited, but also super nervous. I wasn't even like thinking about what I had to do, like tell my parents and tell my family and everyone, but I was excited that I was gonna have a baby. So Chick-fil-A is right next to Walmart, so we left Walmart after we got those prenatals and went over to Chick-fil-A and got an Oreo milkshake and tried to sit down and kind of explain and like, not explain, we tried to sit down and talk about when we were going to tell our parents. I just had this feeling that I should tell them as soon as possible. I knew it was going to be super scary and I didn't know how they were going to react, and I come from a very religious background and very like strict, like you don't have sex before marriage and stuff like that, so I was really nervous to tell them. But I knew there was one person, like one for sure person that I knew I could tell, and that was my oldest brother, Tyler. Oh my gosh, why am I getting emotional? Because he has always been there for me. He's always been there to talk about things. He's a very good mediator between like me and my siblings and my parents. Like it's my parents, Tyler, and us, and he'll like kind of be the in-between guy, kind of make things work. Anyways, so I told him and I was like, holy crap, Tyler, like I'm pregnant. And he said, you need to tell Mom. I know it's gonna be scary, but you need to tell her. So I had taken the test on the 3rd, and it was at nighttime, and I was just simply trying to process the information myself. So I didn't tell my parents that night. And the next day was July 4th, and we have this pancake breakfast at our church every 4th of July, and we went, and it's like really early in the morning, like I don't know, like 7, 8, I don't know why am I holding a pen. So we went to that, and I just had this knowledge just like spinning in my head. I was like, holy crap, I'm pregnant, holy crap, I'm pregnant. But I couldn't tell anyone, because I also knew if I told too many people before I told my parents, then they would be hurt by that, you know, I didn't feel like I could go tell them, or I knew that would hurt them. Something really funny came up at the pancake breakfast. I have this like second mom, her name is Miss Cammie, and she's not a member of our church, but she comes to all of the functions. So she was there at the pancake breakfast, and she also crochets a lot, and she saw these cute little like booties for babies, and she has a daughter that's my age as well, and we were all standing around in a circle. She said something like, I can't wait to make these cute little booties for your babies, but that will be a long time from now. And in my head I was like, not too long. I know she didn't suspect that I was pregnant or anything. Like, I was only 6 weeks and I wasn't acting pregnant. I didn't feel pregnant, nothing. So that was just funny that she said that on that day. But the next day I was talking to Tyler again, my brother, and he said, Tori, you need to tell her. You need to tell Mom. So I said, okay. And I knew that I needed to tell her at one specific point. She was about to leave for the day. I don't remember where she was going, but she was about to leave for the day, and I was going to Little Rock that night for my friend's birthday dinner thing. And I was like, okay. She was getting her stuff ready to leave, and she was getting dressed. I was like, okay, this is the time, otherwise I won't be able to tell her today, and I need to tell her. So I was like, hey mom, can I talk to you in your room for a minute? And she was like, okay. So she went back to her room, and I had put the pregnancy tests like in the back of my, like in the waistband of my shorts. So I was so nervous, I was like shaking. So she went back and sat on her bed, and I don't know what she thought we were going to talk about. She just seemed all happy, like we were about to have a little powwow. And I just thought, wow, I'm about to shatter her heart, shatter her world. She is going to disown me, or I don't know. I had no idea how she was going to react. I just walked up to the bed and I took the tests out and just laid them on her bed, and she looked at them, and she didn't really like have a lot to say. And she asked me, how far along are you? And I said 6, and she was like, 6 months? Said no, 6 weeks. And she was like, okay. She just kind of sat there and processed. She didn't have a lot to say. And then she was like, have you thought about adoption? Because that's a very like common thing to practice in the church, is if you're not like financially, physically, whatever, at least stable, and because a lot of other families aren't able to have children for one reason or another, that you give that baby to a home where they can be like fully supported and, you know, have that like a happy life. And I told her that it takes a strong woman to raise children, but it also takes a really strong woman to give up a child. And I personally don't think that I could have done that. So we just sat there and we started crying. And she has had, well, I have 5 brothers and 1 sister, so she's had 7 kids total. And she said, I've done this a time or 2. Oh my goodness. She's like, I've done this quite a few times, so I love you, I will support you. Someone just started mowing their yard. She said, I'll love you and I will support you, whatever you need, just let me know. Sorry, someone just started mowing their yard. So sorry if you can hear that. But yeah, she just had an overwhelming sense of support and love for me. I'm not even a crier. She then asked me if I wanted to tell my dad or if I wanted her to tell my dad. And I knew that it would probably be really hard for her to hold that in until I got home from my friend's birthday dinner. So I said, you can go ahead and tell him. So she told him while I was gone, and he didn't, I could tell that he was disappointed because we didn't talk for a couple days. Which in the moment I didn't really mind because I was embarrassed and I didn't really want to talk about it. But we all got together after a little while, and my siblings still didn't know. And my mom was like, I think we should wait to tell your siblings because they won't really understand it. My youngest brother was only 7 or 8 at the time, so he really wouldn't understand it. So yeah, that's what we decided to do. We decided to not tell my siblings for a while, and that was really hard after I started like collecting baby things, and even through finding out the gender, finding out that it was a girl, I still hid that from my siblings, which was really hard. I had buckets, like big totes full of baby girl clothes. And I remember one time I went to TJ Maxx with my sister, and I was looking in the baby clothes section, but she didn't know I was pregnant yet. I'm pretty sure I was showing, but I kind of hid my bump from my siblings. I wouldn't wear fitted clothes, I wouldn't walk in front of the TV, I wouldn't draw attention to myself. I stayed in my room a lot just to kind of avoid telling them. And then, I remember going to TJ Maxx with my sister, and I was looking through the baby clothes section, and there was this really cute set of onesies that I really wanted to get. And my sister was kind of like, why are you buying that? And I was like, oh, it's just for the future, whenever I do have a baby, whenever that may be. Sorry, my battery is dying. So eventually in October, so I found out in July, and then I didn't tell my siblings until October. So July, August, September, October. So I was 4 months by the time I told my siblings. Well, the way pregnancy counts, like I was more like 5 months whenever I told my siblings. And I wanted to like surprise them with something, but my parents thought that that probably wouldn't be the best idea, considering it was not like the traditional pregnancy, I guess. They felt like we needed to sit down and talk with them. So at the dinner table one night, my dad said, hey, and we had talked about it before we had gotten to the dinner table. My dad said something to the kids, and he said, I think Tori has something to tell you guys. And I told them, I said, I'm pregnant and I'm gonna have a baby in February, because my due date was February 26th. So my sister was like, I knew it, and everyone like knew it, and they had been like gossiping about it. They were like, I knew it, like, what's that thing in your room? And it was all the totes that were full of baby things, and I just covered it up with a blanket and covered it up with a blanket. So yeah, everyone eventually got so excited. Here's pictures. I don't know how many I'm gonna put there, but yeah, everyone was so excited. My brothers were kind of disappointed that it was a girl, but I had a boy after that. So stay tuned for that video where I tell you how I reacted and how everyone else reacted to my second pregnancy. Yeah, thanks for watching, supporting. Make sure to like this video, comment other videos that you would like to see, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. I don't really, know where it's gonna be, but yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye.